Welcome. I'll be reacting to Blake's 7, Season 3, Episode 11. This is a commentary. It is not a market substitute. Please support the original, currently on BritBox. And no spoilers in the comments. Moloch? Well, that's disturbing. Vitamin juice.
Or dead. That's it, she's dead. We're following a rogue star cruiser. I'm bored.
I know I give Tarrant a hard time, but this outfit is so good. 5 out of 5 stars.
A big zero. The pioneers called it the outer darkness.
I tell you, she's mad. She's finally gone over the top.
Servalan would not leave her headquarters or the bulk of her battle fleet unless she was very confident about something. It's that confidence that intrigues me.
Why don't we just blast her out of existence once and for all?
Curiosity.
Well, then we would never know, would we?
Charm and good looks, but then on the other hand...
Villa, please.
When even Callie gives a Villa, please, you know.
Forward sensors no longer register target ship.
What?
That can't be right. Zen full forward scan.
A gateway that's shielded somehow?
It just went.
Follow it precisely.
Collision imminent.
Ah!
Repeat, collision imminent.
Tarrant, full defection.
Oh, nice roll, Villa stunt double.
No, wait.
Look at the little bolero jackets.
Pula, you must report it. They may come back. You have great courage, Pula. I only hope
What? But there's no real reason to suppose they're hostile.
they're friendly with Servalan. That's hostile enough for me.
And me.
Well, surely then that increases our obligation to find out what's going on.
I'm going down.
How?
Teleport.
It will be interesting to see what that energy field does to a teleport beam.
Do we have any shuttles?
She lies. She must suffer.
I'm telling you the truth.
Give her to your men.
Right, Lecter, see to it.
God.
So, the Federation somehow conquered this planet, it looks like. Also,
We are indeed most honored.
oh my goodness.
We have a present for you. Move.
Such trivial questions should more properly be addressed to the ship's master computer.
Yes, I'm sorry if it's beneath your dignity, Orak, but Zen has no record of the planet in the data banks.
Villa.
Their decision to avoid the normal evolutionary process followed exhaustive computer projections into their future.
I'm feeling that these people are now hostile after the way they have been treated by the Federation. I know I would be.
Confirm no probe activity.
Confirmed.
You're not seriously proposing to teleport.
Can you think of a better way? Callie, I shall need the exact coordinates for that cavity. They're probably on the T-16 design chip. Villa!
Oh no, I'm staying here.
Come on, Villa, we need you.
Isn't this a bit precipitous?
Tarrant is always precipitous.
It's true.
Or hadn't you noticed?
I do like how Avon at this point, when Tarrant goes rushing off doing something wild, it's just like, have fun, be back by 9 p.m. Doesn't even try to fight him on it anymore.
Halfway down the petition, there's a cover. Loosen it. Flapping and move yourself. I don't want to come in the first place. I'm using up
Hurry while they're singing.
always does. As soon as we get somewhere civilized,
Oh no!
I can look after
Oh
myself. Always have done before. Hey, not you jumpy. You stowaway?
Don't worry about it, old son. What's it matter? You just leave it to your old Uncle Doran.
no! This could work out in their advantage.
Real wine from grapes, you know. You like wine?
Not particularly, no.
Oh, you like this. It loosens you up.
Now we know Servalan is evil. She doesn't like wine.
Bit of dressing and an apple between her teeth, eh?
He needs to...
Section Leader Gross.
Section Leader Gross. Yeah, he is gross.
So where is my fleet?
Your fleet. Oh, well, all that's left of your fleet is one T-16 troop carrier, slightly soiled. Lecter, when's it due in?
Should be announced.
Are you telling me that Legion no longer exists?
Yeah.
And my flagship?
Well, we crashed into this planet in the dark. I mean, it's easily done.
I shall give you an hour to get your personal effects together, then you will report direct back to me.
Where are you going?
Back to my ship.
No.
Servalon, they crashed into this planet, they conquered it, and they've been doing unspeakable things to the inhabitants who are your gender. So, put two and two together about what they're going to do to you. Like, Servalon, you are smarter than this. You should not have told them what you wanted to do. Get back to your ship safely, then tell them. Now I'm worried about her too.
You all right?
But when they dragged me into that prison cell, they said, look at the sun. You'll never see the sun again. Or a woman.
If I'm understanding this correctly, although technically they're Federation, they're actually Federation prisoners who got loose, and that's partly why they're being so awful here. Parrot! He was helping!
Quick now, before you're missed.
But what about him?
Never mind him. You have to do what you think is best, don't you?
Well, so do I.
One way or another, you're coming with me. If it comes down to that, Tarrant, there isn't really a lot of point, is there?
He's like, I should have gone with my girlfriend to that other planet.
Now ask yourself why they should be shipping in men from a penal colony.
The communicator.
Callie, this is Tarrant. Respond, please. Can you hear me?
Oh no.
Callie, this is Tarrant. Respond, please.
Oh, good for her. Except now she's in trouble.
Guard, we have an intruder at 928. Sophisticated and armed.
Why didn't they do this modification before they came down?
Shall I try and raise him?
We can't risk it.
Criminals, aren't we? My problem was always women.
You like them?
No.
Great!
Every detail there is to know about that weapon is now recorded. Right down to the molecular structure and the disposition of the particles.
So you have a very efficient particle scan.
It's a replicator. How about giving her sidearm back?
A Mark II Star... That's my ship.
My ship. The flagship of a fleet that grows with every hour.
Yeah.
Guard!
Shortly before he died, Colonel Astrid sent me a report. What it said gave me serious doubts about your loyalty.
Perhaps you'd care to say hello. Healthy, well-nourished. There's just no contact, that's all. No sensory perception.
Seemed reasonable to let the computer think up a punishment for him. And that's what Moloch came up with.
Perhaps we'll ask him to suggest something for you.
Give her to your men.
Yeah, I figured. I figured that's where this was gonna go.
Villa likes a woman. Here he is.
Is it Servalon? Oh no.
Don't be shy. I never imagined you as the sort that would grovel for her life.
I am not good.
It's not her life. It's something worse than losing your life.
Avon!
Yes.
Oh, give me the gun. I'll see to it.
No, I will.
You should probably give her the gun. That was an epic eye roll, though.
Watch out!
Yeah. You should have just given her the blaster. She's like, I'm gonna get the bracelet, and I'm gonna get this.
Villa, you always were a miserable coward.
And in evolutionary terms, what you don't need, you lose.
Yes,
Right.
but it's all physical. Somebody has to press the buttons.
Now they do. Now, supposing they put that computer projection onto a card like this and then put it into one of those machines. Either way, it will deliver the goods.
I see.
Yes, but not a life, surely.
Ah, so close. And now I'm worried about Dana.
Villa! Don't try anything smart. I've been conned enough for one day.
You are interrogating the wrong subject. You should be asking your computer why it has chosen to withhold information.
It hasn't chosen to do anything.
Because when Doran gets aggravated, he kills people. Now, what have they done to him?
We're from the Liberator.
The Liberator? That's Blake's ship.
He liked to think so.
And why did you come here?
Never mind about the bracelet. We've got to get out of here.
What does the computer want? Oh, like the Daleks.
Yes, that is how I reasoned you would look.
For a man of your era, you have uncommon powers of deduction, Avon. Sovereign was merely the bait to bring you here. The Liberator is mine.
This creature has been torturing his own people to get the Liberator here. So far, I would say he's the worst Blake's 7 villain yet. Meaning most evil.
Callie, this is Tarrant.
It's not.
Not before time.
Ready for teleport.
Oh no. Ah.
How many bracelets do you think we're going to need?
You know, you might as well make a whole bunch of them while you're at it.
But take him out of his life support system, and that's what you're left with.
And that's what the teleport did to him?
How will the Sardoans make out without him?
Infinitely better, I should imagine, and so will Colonel Astrid once they get him out of that chamber.
Liberator,
Oh, good, she's safe.
if you surrender your ship,
Do we fight?
Certainly not. We run.
So far, out of all the episodes of the series, this has been the most terrifying as a woman. And I can only hope that Servalon goes down and just decimates all those men or relocks them up, because what they've been putting all the women on that planet through is, quite frankly, horrifying. In fact, probably I cut a lot of it out because you can't talk about that particular subject on YouTube. It's so awful. Honestly, this episode, I spent most of the time just kind of freaking out and worried about every woman on screen. To the point where I was barely paying attention to the story, to be honest. Highly disturbing. I mean, we all knew that from the title, Moloch. I mean, yikes. I was very impressed by Avon here. He quickly deduced what was going on and kind of saved them, even though this whole thing was Tarrant kind of rushing off and being Tarrant. But in his defense, it turned out to be a situation that did need to be rectified. So I think he actually did do the right thing here in trying to help the planet, even if it was for the wrong reasons and he was being super brash about it and mean to poor Villa. I just feel like there were no women in the writing room for this episode. It was a little obvious. Like, it's okay to scare us, but you have to give us closure at the end. You know, you can't just leave it hanging. And like the blonde from the beginning, we are now extrapolating the absolute worst for her. And like, this is a reality for women. A lot of high percentages of us have this happen to us. Thankfully, not to me personally yet, but the odds are high that it will happen at some point. This is where having read book series like The Sword of Truth, where they go into great detail about what exactly being given to the men means in a very practical sense of the word. And anyone who's read that series, it is horrifying. But also, we get closure. We have that amazing scene where Kaylin is walking around completely naked with her knives and just taking guys out as she tries to get out of the camp. Anyway, I wanted to know, for good or ill, what happened to her, to all of them that got sent as gifts at the end, and whether any of them got out, because we don't know. And I feel like we as an audience deserve to know, especially the women in the audience deserve to know that. Anyway, I do appreciate that they didn't show detail about what they were doing. You had to kind of know what they were talking about to be able to extrapolate how bad it was. So, like, the kids watching this, probably it would just go straight over their heads. They wouldn't understand what was being done to the women on this planet. They would just be like, oh, something bad. That's a good thing. But also, I'm not a kid. I know exactly what was going down. And yeah, they needed to give us those final scenes, preferably them getting somewhere safe. I'm afraid the ending gets 0 out of 5 stars for me. The story was interesting from the little that I could pay attention to outside of the trauma. The costumes were very good. Loved the costuming for this episode. It's not one I would ever rewatch.